I will be doing my speech after these two lovely ladies. So let's hear it for Tegan and Shannon.
Hello, welcome everybody. I am Tegan, Beth's older sister.
And I'm Shan. Me and Beth have been best friends since we were 4. I was going to say there's not a lot of my words on there.
Let's get the right one. Right, there we go. We're both here today to say a few words on this happy occasion. But before we get into the speech, on behalf of the bride and groom, we would like to thank you all for being here today to celebrate the marriage of Bethany and Richard. And start by saying, Beth, you're absolutely glowing. You look beautiful. And Rick, you scrub up okay too. We are honoured to be by your side on a special day and toast your marriage.
I think it's safe to say we've all waited a long time for this day.
Okay. So when I was asked to do this speech, I thought being a teacher and used to standing in front of a room of teenagers, this would be a doddle. But I can't help but feel a little nervous being asked to do something so special and close to my heart. So forgive me if I cry a little. I probably won't, but if I do. I'd like to begin by saying I'm slightly surprised that my little sister has managed to beat me down the aisle. Yes, folks, I am the last single Welsh sister. And did you remember to invite some of your single hot friends for me? However, I think we can all agree that Beth and Rick are a perfect match, and for Beth to have met her Prince Charming at 17 is an incredibly special thing indeed. I would like to take you back to where this epic love story all began 9 years ago. Imagine a cold, dark and rainy evening in Ramsey. It's not hard to imagine, is it? This is when Beth and Rick first met, taking the dogs, Jack, who is very sadly missed, and Sam for a walk. They originally got talking on POF. Anyone know what POF is? No? POF is a dating app, plenty of fish. Something I'm all too familiar with myself. You two give me hope that these apps really do work. You two give me hope these apps really do work. When I asked Beth what she first thought of Richard, she said, I can't really remember. We met in Ramsey in the dark and pissing down rain and he was right. Sorry, any grandparents for my French there. Clearly you did more than alright, Rick, because we're sat here today celebrating your love for each other. This led to more dates or hangouts, as Beth called them. Their first kiss on Queen's Pier, 2 houses together, more dogs, the lovely Toby, and gerbils. A proposal, and finally this wonderful celebration of their love, marriage and lifelong commitment to one another. It's safe to say, me and Beth, typical sisters, haven't always got along. I would describe younger Beth as annoying and moody, but I guess you was okay some of the time. You was always the first to compliment me on my artistic skills, and have always been my biggest supporter when it comes to my art. So you can be sweet sometimes. From fights, disagreements and don't talk to me's, we've cried together, laughed together, and we've made some lovely memories. But we have grown to become not only sisters but friends too, and have a very special bond. I didn't know. I might not see you as often as I'd like, but we're always a FaceTime away. There for each other when needed, and I treasure our chats. And every minute I get to spend with you when I visit the Isle of Man, or when you come back to the UK. I'm so incredibly proud of the woman you've become. You're kind, generous, and incredibly funny. And I would say ladylike, but I'd be lying, especially with how much she burps. I'm blessed to have you as my little sister. You're worthy of all the love and happiness in the world, and you've found that with Rick. Richard, on to you. I couldn't ask for anyone better for my little sister. You're also kind, caring and witty. You can pay me later for saying that. Some of my favourite memories of you are finding out how utterly hilarious and slightly crude your sense of humour is when playing Cards Against Humanity with you. I've had lots of fun with both you and Beth on the occasions we've had the opportunity to have nights in together playing games. You already feel like part of the family, but now I can officially call you my brother-in-law, and I'm very proud to do so. I couldn't ask for a better man for my incredibly special and unique little sister. You look after her, or else. Not me too. But I've no doubt in my mind that you will love and treasure her always. Some advice for you, Rick. If there's an argument, remember that's right. And she's less likely to argue with you if you're cleaning up. May your love continue to blossom as you navigate through this journey of life together. I love you both very much.
No pressure following that. Imagine. I think it's safe to say that we're all so glad to see Beth and Rick here today. It's been a long time coming. It's been a lot of planning, I'll shout. It's been a long time coming, a lot of different plans. And like Tegan said, today marks 9 years since Beth and Rick met. And I'm so glad, and probably quite selfishly really happy to see you together, to see that you've grown and flourished as a couple, and I can't wait to see where your marriage takes you. I don't think I'll ever forget the day that Beth messaged me on MSN and was like, I'm talking to an older boy online. So you were aware we're children, we were 17. It was all weird. But Beth messaged me, and I remember making her promise that she would take someone with her to keep her safe. She took the dogs, but it was It's worked out quite alright, because here we are today, celebrating you guys getting married, and I'm so glad that we are. It's probably my time to share some funny and embarrassing stories about me and Beth growing up, given that we've been friends now for 22 years. However, I have been in some ways sworn to secrecy, in other ways not allowed to show any pictures, and they're the best bits, so I'll just share some of my favourites that have been approved by the bride. I think my earliest memory of me and Beth is we once rescued a hedgehog, and by rescued we trapped it in a shed for about 3 weeks in a box, because we thought it was fine. We were keeping it safe, it was good. My other favourite memory, especially from when we were younger, about a year after the hedgehog incident, we convinced ourselves and Andrea, Beth's mum, that a doll was haunted in the room. To this day, I'm still convinced it might be. And I don't think Beth's ever watched a film about a doll ever since. That was about 20 years ago. My other favourite memories is when they moved to the Isle of Man, jumping into the sea. I remember the first year I came, I had my phone in my pocket, just jumped straight in, no worries. Got stung by an anemone, dropped my phone in the sea, it was fine, it was all good. I'm still here to tell the tale, so it's good. And I have a phone, so that's good. I remember rolling about when Snowy worked for Manx Indy. He used to have a delivery van, so we'd go in the back of it after he finished his shift and just be thrown about. We'd come out black, bruised, covered in dirt, but we loved it. I remember the first time Beth, if anybody knows Beth, they know she loves to dye her hair. She's never had a normal colour since probably about 10. And I first asked her to bleach my hair when we were about 14. I've never had my hair dyed ever before then. And I'll never forget Beth's face when she screamed, "Get in the shower," when I said, "Should it be smoking?" Half of my hair did fall off, and it's taken me about 3 years to grow back. I'll also never forget the day that the Walshes moved to the Isle of Man. I used to spend every weekend and school holiday at their house. I'm gonna cry. I remember sitting in the back of my parents' car crying. Sorry, I'm reality. I remember crying the day they moved because I knew that my weekend visits and holiday visits were gone. But I did find a holiday destination once a year, every year, so thank you for that. And now I've found a home here, so that was good too. Talking of holidays, summers here were the best. From day spent at the skate park, not skating, definitely checking out boys. we were there with our little roller skates on, we took them off to climb the ramp, and we sat there all day with our little ice creams and Soleros. It was fun. To growing up together and having nights out, our first ever nights out together, laughing and dancing and almost always vomiting. It was the best
I can't write it.
I would just like to say that you have the kindest heart, the most beautiful soul, and I love you so much.
So we've put together a little marriage survival kit for you. If you'd like to open it and take an item out at a time, I will tell you what it represents. So if you hold up an item. So you've got a bag of chili Doritos. Please remember to always keep things spicy in your marriage. You have a rubber band. Always remember to be flexible with one another.
Yes.
You have a lemon. When life gives you lemons, just make lemonade. Always keep the flame alive.
I'm a bit worried why there's tissues in here.
Okay, so tissues is, so always remember to dry each other's tears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's interesting. So you've got some room spray, some air freshener for all those smelly farts you have to do with. Oh, you've got some energy tablets for when you don't have any.
They're for you, Richard.
You have a clothespin to help you hold it all together when life gets tough. Oh, you have some tea bags. So if you ever get into hot water, make tea and share it together.
Oh.
Oh, you have some mints because you two was meant to be together.
Right. Oh god.
Oh.
It's a Vaseline.
We have some lip balm to
That's
keep your
for
lips
you.
kissable and always remember to kiss and make up.
Oh, I thought something.
That's for you, Richard.
Yeah.
No more excuses, Bethany. Okay, you have a lighter to help you keep the spark alive and remember those date nights.
That's another one for you.
And you have an inflatable to keep you from drowning in life's everyday problems. So that's a giant heart inflatable.
Oh.
So hopefully this little kit will help you on your way. But as you both sit side by side through this roller coaster of life, remember scream through the peaks, hold hands through the dips, laugh through the loops and enjoy every twist and turn because the ride is better because you chose to share it together.
All that being said, I would ask that you all join us for two toasts. First of all, for the people that sadly couldn't be here today. For Grandad Roy, Grandma Janice, Grandma Alwyn, best grandparents. And for Richard's Grandad Norman, Uncle Les and Auntie Dillis, who I know will be so proud to see these two sat here today. Let's raise a toast to them.
Yes.
Cheers.
And finally, a second toast to the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Tasker.
Yes.